What's up? This is Tom Froming from twinsdaily.com, and I'm rolling on through these Statcast / Baseball Savant tutorials. This is the fourth installment of the series, so we're going to get right into it. Hopefully you've watched the previous videos, but you're here for player pages and team pages, so let's cut to the chase. Let's go. All right, so I'm going to pull up Byron Buxton, and one of the first things I want you to notice is up at the top right of his profile, there's all these kind of sliders that show where he ranks in some advanced metrics. So it's like a cool little snapshot that they have for each player. And then there's also a cool button, Show Random Video.
And he's done a great job of that so far.
This is just a random pitch. You can pick a random home run, a random hit, a random strikeout. But you'll see, in addition to the advanced stats you would expect on Baseball Savant, there's also all the traditional stats too. So to me, there's almost no reason not to come here to the player pages because you're going to get, the standard stuff wherever else you're going now, but then you're also going to get a bunch of other advanced stuff, your Statcast metrics, a bunch of other tools at your disposal right on this site. And, another thing to make mention of, there's hardly any advertising on Baseball Savant. So everything runs pretty smooth. It's pretty basic. Everything's pretty clear and easy to see. And again, it's got traditional and Statcast stuff. So here's Spra Charts you can get access to, and you can sort these out by type of base hit. Here's all of Buxton's doubles. I don't know how he got that one. There's slice charts, so where he's putting the ball on the ground. So if you want to see why a team is shifting a certain way on a certain guy, you can see that stuff on here. And then you've got splits. So these are really well organized, and you can see a lot of splits in a very short amount of time because they're all pulled up on one page. A lot of other sites, you kind of have to sort through everything and pick different splits and then hit search again and load them up. This is a good way to identify trends. Game logs, and then Statcast. There's a lot of fun stuff, as you'd expect, on that button. It automatically sort of encourages you to check out these graphs, which you can play around with. I don't know, what do we want to see? A swing percentage. So how often he swung. So you can see there's some differences there in everything. And if you highlight your mouse over those lines, you can get the specific numbers on them. But there's all sorts of other stuff you can take a look at. Here's some more information broken down on how he's doing against certain pitches. This is kind of fun, too. Similar batters listed out at the bottom. So lots of cool stuff in there. Fielding metrics as well. That's a good one. Here you can see his outs above average broken down to which direction he's going. I mean, it's really... You can get super deep if you want to. But like I said, on that landing page, you still have your base, traditional stats. So if you're not a person who really needs to get this deep, and man, yeah, as you go down here, wow, that's getting really, really deep. You don't have to, no one's going to make you go poking around at Baseball Savant. But it's a site that kind of encourages curiosity. Here's some sprint speed metrics on him. Okay, so even more graphs in here. So you can see this is I think a 50 plate appearance rolling average. I want to see his K percentage because I know that's going down. Yeah, so cool. Look, you can see over his whole career. And look at that nice trend from the start of 2018 through 2019. Just a nice downward trend. And all I had to do was click a button to get this whole awesome graph to come up. How cool is that? So they make it really easy. Histograms. Cool stuff to play around with. Oh, yeah, zones. So look at all of these. So you can see, man, the amount of digging you can do is pretty insane. Look at how many of these zone charts you can check out. And they're all, again, it is overwhelming. But when you start to look at them, they're all color-coded. So you can kind of consume this pretty quickly. And we'll just stop here. There's some different things on the pitcher pages that are cool, but we'll save that for another day. It says search team or player. I'd never thought to put a team up there. So I actually learned this one putting this series together, believe it or not. Spend enough time on this site, and man, you just start to find more and more stuff. And check this out. It's really cool. They have, kind of a baseline summary at the top, and then you get the roster and sort of all the guys' strengths and weaknesses. We see that kind of color coding coming in, where the darker the background is, the higher up a player is in his rating. Game logs. These are kind of cool because you can see the green highlight is games the team won. The white is the losses. Charts. This is pretty cool because especially if you only are really interested in your team's guys, well, here you go. Some of those tables can be a little overwhelming in some of the other areas, but this is pretty straightforward, and you can kind of compare some of the guys on your team and see, where they're getting pitched the most. That's what this one is, pitch percentage. And with that color coding, we can see Miguel Sano is getting just a ton of pitches down and away. Pretty easy to see why. Barrels per ball in play. That's an interesting one. So you can see there's all sorts of different options you can choose on these. Run differential. Check this thing out. This is kind of a goofy little thing, but it's still pretty cool. It shows you the team's run differential as the year progresses. That's cool. I don't know if there's a lot of the stuff on here. I don't really know that there's a ton of value. I just think that's really cool. I don't know. All right, well, there it is. What you can find on those player and team pages. Again, like I said, even if you don't love the advanced metrics, these can function pretty well just as sort of traditional player profiles if you're only looking for, the old school meat and potato stuff even. So they're very handy, and of course there's layers upon layers beyond that if you want to go deep. Really great stuff. Very easy to access, a lot of it. So again, my name's Tom Froming. I'm from twinsdaily.com. Find me on Twitter at TFTwins. Please subscribe to my channel if you've made it this far. And thanks for watching. I hope you have fun on Baseball Savant.